Good morning, guys. Let's get ready for day one VidCon. Today is Thursday and it's the first day of the event. They flew me out last night though. I had a bit of a rough night. I would have vlogged a little bit more, but we'll talk about it. So last night I flew in and my flight landed a little after 7 and they had a driver come and pick me up. She was a very, very nice lady. Her name was Adele. When we got to the hotel, it was a little after 8 because the LAX airport is about 45 minutes from the hotel in Anaheim. And I went to go check into my room and I asked where I was supposed to check in for VidCon, and they basically looked at me like, I don't know. There was like a welcome celebration at the hotel last night hosted by YouTube. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the air conditioning. This room has very loud air conditioning. So there was this big party kind of going on, and it was supposed to be for YouTube and like all of the creators who are featured to be here. Originally I wasn't gonna go. There was kind of two venues. One was kind of smaller off to the side, and then there was like the big main like celebration. And I walk up to the security guard at the smaller one and I explain to him the situation. I'm like, hey, you know, my flight arrived late. I don't see where I check in, and I realized that the check-in hours ended at 8 and I had arrived at 8:11. So I told him that, and he was like, just go talk to these people in this like middle table here. They're with YouTube, they'll get you sorted out. So I walk over to them, I explain the situation, they ask for my ID, and they like check me off on their like little list, and they're like, okay, and they gave me a wristband and they're like, you should be good. And I was like, great. So I go to walk over to like the main venue, and the security guard at the main venue looks at me and he's like, no badge, no entry. And I explained to him the situation. He's like, I've never heard of anything like that. So if you don't have a badge, you can't get in. I showed him my wristband. He's like, that doesn't show me anything. He's like, that just shows me that you're old enough to drink. And I was like, okay. So I went back over to the YouTube people and I was like, they won't let me in. She checked my stuff in the system again, and she's like, it's okay, I'll talk to him. She walks over to this guy and she's like, yeah, she's good, we looked at her already. And he was like, no badge, no entry. And he basically was like, even if I were to let her in, if someone else sees her without a badge, they're just gonna kick her right out. So I was like, never mind, it's fine. I didn't really want to go anyways. But I did kind of want to go, you know, so I was a little sad that I didn't get to participate in that, just because of what time my flight happened to arrive. But I tried to make the best of it. I just kind of sat around. I am here by myself this weekend because Michael's at home watching our dogs, and he's got a couple of farmers markets and stuff to do this weekend. So it's just me, which is fine. Just, you know, I was kind of looking forward to potentially meeting some people, but I'm sure I'll get a chance to meet some people today as well. I also don't know what time I'm supposed to be there today. The meet and greets on the website say they're from 10 to 7, so I assume I'm supposed to be there by 10. They do, so included in being a creator for VidCon, they paid for my flights, they paid for this hotel, and they offer like a car service back and forth to the convention center. So I'm pretty sure the only thing I have to cover is food. And I was gonna order some groceries, but I haven't even had time to do that with how late I arrived yesterday, and now, you know, it's like a little after 8. I'm just trying to get ready for the day so that I can potentially go grab hotel breakfast, if they even do hotel breakfast, and catch a car, get my credentials. But I'm not gonna have time to get groceries today either. Even if I did get groceries, I'd have to get them delivered because I have no ground transportation here. Which I was thinking about getting Walmart delivery, but the security of this hotel is a little extra, so I don't even know if I could do that because I had to go through security to even get on the parking lot. It's just different. It's very different. So that's the plan for today. Try to get hotel breakfast. Meet and greets. Stay there from 10 to 7, so that's how long I'll probably be at the convention center. And yeah, as you can see, my makeup comes on really quick. I tried to do a little bit of vlogging yesterday, but I'm still really weird about filming in public spaces. I don't understand how people vlog, like talk to the camera in like airports and stuff like that. It's just, I've tried. It's not really my thing. I think I'm too introverted for that, to be honest with you guys. I've realized like over time that like YouTube and vlogging, that's an extrovert's game. It's not really an introverted thing to do. But I do try to get out of my comfort zone a little bit here and there whenever I can. And especially for you guys and showing you guys little things in my life. But it's hard, you know, it's hard when I'm not the type of person to always like have a camera out. So that's my makeup done. Let me blow dry my hair and then we'll go grab some breakfast. Cute little thumbnail. We got checked in to VidCon, so I've got my badge, I've got my wristband, and they gave me a Letterman jacket. VC for VidCon, VidCon logo 25, and featured creator. So super cool. So this hotel does not have free breakfast. I'm staying at the Anaheim Hotel, and again, with the schedule, I just don't know if I'm even going to be able to get groceries. But in the meantime, I grabbed one of their wellness wraps to go, which was like egg whites with spinach, red bell pepper, feta cheese. It's like a lot of my favorite ingredients for breakfast. Asked for some salsa on the side. And some hot sauce. They give me hot sauce. Sweet. Okay. Fruit cup. And the coffee was free. They said if you buy breakfast, the coffee is complimentary. This was $15, which is a lot for breakfast, but I don't really know what other options I have while I'm here. So let's just hope it's good. It's really loaded up. Hold on. It's a little juicy though. It's kind of leaking. There we go. So that's the wellness wrap. Oh, that was a lot of sauce. It's not bad, even with the salsa. It's a little on the bland side, but it's also like getting soaked in its own like juices. It's a little soggy. All right, I think we're ready. Are we ready? I think we're ready. Let's go try to catch a car to the convention center. Drop off there. Thank you. Hi. Do you want my stuff?
Oh, you should be okay.
Are you sure?
Walk in. If you beep, and I'll just kind of check what you have, okay? All right, you're all set.
Thank you. As you can see, I am back in the hotel room already. I just made a quick post, a short, and kind of explained the situation, but it's not what I expected. I thought I would have a table or a booth and I would just kind of sit there all weekend long, hoping that people would want to come up and meet me and take a picture or something like that. But that is not the case. This show is set up very differently than I'm used to, and really the only opportunity for people to meet me are before or after one of my scheduled panels, because they didn't even put me down for like a meet and greet or anything like that. So my first panel is tomorrow at 11:30, and then I have one at 7 tomorrow, and then I have one at 10 on Saturday. I fly back on Sunday, but it means I have the rest of the day off. And I don't just want to sit in the hotel room all day, but that just might be what I end up doing. I am right across the street from Disney. I've never been there before. It says it's about $100 for a day pass. I'm by myself, so it's also not going to be like super fun to walk around Disney. Like, I don't have Michael or the kids. I don't know, I'm trying not to be disappointed, but so far this feels like a bust. Like everything has just, you know, they say comes in threes. We're up to 2 so far, so we'll see if we hit that third one. But I'm trying. So the plan is either to hang out in the hotel room or go walk around Disney for a little bit. I just don't anticipate that's gonna be very fun by myself. Let's explore the free parts of Disney. You don't need a ticket to walk through like the Main Street part. And I think I can also ride the tram for free. You guys get to dilly-dally with me today with a fun drinky drink. Oh, those are cute.
That was yours. You go pay. Okay, let's take it.
I think my camera just died, so switch into the phone. Gonna ride the tram because the tram is free.
If an article should fall, please stay seated until the next stop and inform the nearest cast
Those
member.
are pretty.
Thank you.
Pretty cactuses. Those too. I like the succulents. Okay, let's get you guys set up. Kind of appreciated really having the company today, because I feel like if I didn't, I would have just sat around the hotel room and not did anything, but I felt like you guys might want to see something. So we just dilly-dallied our way around like the free part of the Disney park. So we didn't actually pay for a ticket or go inside. They just had these like shops and restaurants that were accessible from the people staying in the resorts and the hotels. Silver lining is I've almost hit my steps for the day already. I'm at 9,440 and it's only 2 o'clock. I'm thinking I might go down to the pool after this, just hang out. Trying not to overexert myself either. Maybe I'll take an hour and just rest and relax and then check out the pool and see what that's like. So that is the mac and cheese burger, and it's dripping and it's been sitting in a pool of liquid, so the bottom bun is soggy too. Not having such good luck with takeout this go around. It is a very good charbroiled burger. I got it medium rare. So it's well cooked, just that the bottom bun is soggy and I can't really taste the mac and cheese. let me eat my lunch, maybe go grab a Diet Coke or something, and relax for a minute.
Relaxing for a minute turned into doom scrolling for the rest of the day, followed by a much needed extended nap.
Alright, well, today's the final day of VidCon. I kind of slacked off on vlogging yesterday. I had a panel at 11:30 in the morning, and then they were able to get me a booth, so I sat at that booth from 3 to 5. I did only have one person come up, but still one person. It was still really cool. It was really nice to meet everybody that I got to meet yesterday. I met 4 of my subscribers in total, and I loved interacting with every single one of you guys. Then I was supposed to be on a panel at 7, and when I originally got the programming, I was like, this doesn't really seem like my kind of thing, because it was called like VidCon After Dark, and it said it was a performance, and I was like, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to play in this panel, supposedly, but I will show up and we will just see what happens. And I showed up there, and she looked at my badge and she read Dollar Tree Dinners, and she puts her hands on my elbows and she goes, I am so sorry. I think there must have been some kind of a mix-up. I don't think you're supposed to be here. And I was like, that's fine. I didn't think I was supposed to be here either, but I was on the schedule, so I showed up. I hung out a little bit just in case anybody thought I was gonna be there. But then I just kind of came back to the hotel and crashed. I didn't really do much walking around the convention center yesterday, other than, you know, doing my panel. And I'm hoping to get a link to the panel. Maybe I'll be able to post it or something for anybody who missed it and wants to see it. I thought it went really well. I was on the panel with 2 other creators, so there were 3 of us total. One of them was a cake decorator, one of them was a food reviewer, and then there was me. And it was very interesting to see how our responses to the questions all like kind of differed from one another from like a food and content perspective. So I really, really enjoyed that panel a lot more than I thought I would, and especially getting to meet some of my subscribers afterwards. That was the best part of my day, and I was so happy and excited, and it really was uplifting, and I had a great time. So today is kind of my final vlogging day, so I need to get on it and get you guys some footage. But generally speaking, I at least have expectations on what VidCon is now. And really, it's a networking event. It's not about meeting subscribers. It's not about, you know, interacting with people. It's about interacting with other content creators. It's about kind of a free vacation, I guess you could say. So if I were to do this again, I would go into it with that mindset, and I, number one, would not come here alone. I would get a dog sitter and I would bring Michael with me. But I would have some plans of things to do while I'm here, other than just kind of hanging out in the hotel room. So I was planning to do some microwave meals while I was here, but this room doesn't have a microwave and I wasn't able to get groceries delivered. Most of what I ate yesterday was at the convention center because they do have food for the creators who are there. So in the morning for breakfast, I tried chia pudding for the first time. Was not a fan. It's a texture thing. Other than that, I had a blueberry muffin and some iced coffee. And then for lunch, they had like the hot bar kind of set out. So I had a little bit of a Caesar salad. I had some Italian sausage. I tried polenta for the first time. Also was not a big fan of that. Again, texture, but I was trying a couple of new things. Maybe I'll try those things again when I'm not so under pressure from, you know, being in this kind of environment. Maybe I'll like them better. And then for dinner, I just got pizza from the hotel because this hotel has like a little pizza place. So that's what I've been eating every night for dinner, is some form of pizza. Because that's, you know, the easiest thing for me to grab. They have some fun pizzas, and I really like that they put fresh ricotta cheese on the pizza, so it's really light. It's kind of like eating a little light cloud of cheese. Anyways, I feel like that's enough chatting for the day. I am getting ready to head out and go to my first panel, well, my only panel of the day, which again is at 10 o'clock. But yeah, I will try to get you guys some clips of VidCon today. Anyways, it's 3:20 in the morning. My flight boards in about 2 hours. I didn't get any sleep last night. I tried so many times. I tried going to sleep as early as almost 6 o'clock at night. I even put on an audiobook. I put on meditation. I did so many things. Disney lit off fireworks at like 9:30. So even if I was asleep, that would have woken me up, and those fireworks were going for like 20 minutes. Like, it was a big fireworks show. It was a good experience. I really, I think the first day was the most disappointing just because I didn't really know what to expect. Well, let's say the first 2 days, because, I flew in on Wednesday. I didn't get to do any of the welcome events because of what time my flight landed. Then Thursday, not getting to do anything either because I didn't realize like what this event was. But the best part about this was getting to meet some of you guys. I think I met in total about 8 or 9 of my subscribers, which is not a lot, but it's a lot to me, and it meant a lot to me. So that was really cool. The panels, being a part of that and being able to kind of answer those questions and talk about my channel and my journey and what this all means to me was really a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I was really nervous, and both of the panels that I participated in, I'm really proud of. And I'm really hoping that I get a copy of those so I can share them on here. And then the third really, really cool thing was I was kind of fangirling a little bit, but I got to meet Ryan from BuzzFeed Unsolved. So it was like BuzzFeed Unsolved, and then they left BuzzFeed and they like started doing Unsolved on their own, and now they're a watcher on YouTube. But I got to meet Ryan and his wife, and we had like a really cool conversation. So that was the only like celebrity that I got to meet while I was here. Celebrity to me, someone that I was, someone that I knew before coming here, because a lot of the people I did not know before coming here. That air conditioning is so loud. Anyways, that's enough jibber jabber. I am gonna go catch my car. Hopefully I could sleep in the airport or on the plane. I'm hoping I can get a little bit of sleep on the plane, but I usually can't sleep on a plane, so I'm not super optimistic about that. I was at VidCon for a total of 5 days, so I flew out on Wednesday, I flew back on Sunday, and overall I had a really great experience. So again, in case you missed anything in this video, the event covered my hotel, they covered my airfare. I did have to buy my own food, but there was a degree of food provided at the convention center for the creators. So at least they covered like breakfast and lunch and some kind of a small dinner service. I did express in this video some disappointment, mostly because of my own expectations on how I thought these events usually go. But now that I've had a few days to reflect, I do understand why it is set up the way that it is. Because I was comparing VidCon to the Comic-Con circuit, and the Comic-Con circuit, you know, usually they invite actors and actresses to attend these events for photo ops, for meet and greets, to help get people in the door. But those are not free. Those photo ops and those meet and greets you usually have to pay for. I've seen upwards of a $200 charge for a photograph. However, VidCon, the creators who are invited to VidCon are not being paid by the event. We are not charging for anything. So we're going there with the anticipation of not making any money. And I think that's why they give us so much liberty and freedom. And we can come and go from the convention as we want, and we really only have to be there for our scheduled events. But generally speaking, I had a great experience. I would go back again if I'm invited again next year. I don't know if I will be, because I feel like I'm one of like the smaller creators of the people that were featured this year. I do feel like for attendees, again, I'm pretty heavily involved in the Comic-Con circuit. I feel like this one had a lot of really fun things to do. I like that it had a lot of like kind of games that people could play. They had a lot of seating for people. Generally speaking, I feel like this event has a really good grasp on what it's like to attend a convention. This video was kind of a bit of a roller coaster as I experienced VidCon and you guys got to experience it alongside me. But I do think, comparatively speaking, that it's probably one of the more well put together shows that I've seen. And a lot of the elements are very well thought out and crafted. And it makes the whole event very comfortable for everyone attending. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. And again, if I do get invited back to VidCon next year, I will definitely go. I'll just make sure to bring a +1.